Hello friends, welcome to my new channel Physics and Life. Today I discuss the problem based on motion. So let's start. At first we prove total distance covered by a particle is equals to the area covered by the velocity versus time graph and the time axis. Let the initial velocity of a particle is u and it covers the distance s in time t and the acceleration of the particle is a. So, we know the final velocity of the particle v equals to u plus at and the total distance covered by the particle in time t s equals to ut plus half at square. Now comparing this equation with y equals to mx plus c, that is the equation of straight line, we get v versus t graph will be a straight line. From figure we can see the v versus t graph will be the straight line AB. Now u is the initial velocity of the particle. So AO equals to CD equals to u. Again the final velocity of the particle v equals to BD. And v equals to u plus AT. So we get BC equals to AT. So the area covered by v versus t graph and the time axis t equals to the area of the triangle ABC and the area of the rectangle ACDO. Now area of the triangle ABC is half into base into height. So we get half into T into AT. And the area of the rectangle ACDO is length into breadth. So U into T. So we get UT plus half AT square. That is nothing but the total distance covered by the particle. So it is proved that area covered by v versus t graph and the time axis t equals to the total distance covered by the particle. Now we discuss a problem. Problem 1. Acceleration versus time graph of a particle is given. Now find the velocity versus time graph and the total distance covered by the particle. It is given that the initial velocity of the particle is 0. Now from figure we can see in between 0 to 1 second the acceleration of the particle is 0. So a equals to 0. Now the acceleration of the particle is change in velocity by time. So change in velocity equals to 0. It implies that the velocity remains constant and it does not change with time. It can easily prove by differentiation. A equals to 0. So dv dt equals to 0. We get integration dv equals to constant. So v equals to constant. As the initial velocity of the particle is 0, so in between 0 to 1 second, the velocity of the particle will be 0. Now in between 1 second and 2 second, here the acceleration of the particle is constant, that is 1 meter per second square. So a equals to constant. So change in velocity by time equals to constant. It implies that if we draw the v versus t graph, the slope of the curve will be constant and remain same everywhere. It also can easily prove by differentiation. A equals to constant, so dv dt equals to constant. So dv equals to c dt. Here we get v equals to ct. Now comparing this equation with y equals to mx, that is the equation of straight line, we get v versus t graph will be a straight line. So if we look the figure, the v versus t graph in between 1 second and 2 second will be the straight line AB. Now in between 2 second and 3 second, here the acceleration of the particle is 0. So v remain constant. So v versus t graph will be the line BC. Now in between 3 second and 4 second, here the acceleration of the particle is again constant, that is 1 meter per second square. So the v versus t graph will be a straight line. Now we find the total distance covered by the particle in 4 seconds. As we proved earlier, the total distance covered by the particle in 4 seconds is equals to the area covered by the v versus t graph and the time axis. So the total distance covered by the particle is equals to the area of the triangle ABG plus area of the triangle CDH and the area of the square BCFG and CHEF. So we get half into 1 into 1 plus half into 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1 plus 1 into 1. So we get S equals to 3 meter. That is the total distance covered by the particle. Now we discuss another process to calculate the total distance covered by the particle. So from figure we can see in between 0 to 1 second the velocity of the particle is 0 as the acceleration is 0. So the distance covered by the particle is 0. Now in between 1 second and 2 second, here the initial velocity of the particle is 0, but the final velocity of the particle is 1 meter per second. Now putting the value of u and v in equation v equals to u plus at, we get acceleration of the particle a equals to 1 meter per second square. So the distance covered by the particle st equals to ut plus half at square. That is st equals to half meter. Now in between 2 second and 3 second, the velocity of the particle is constant, that is 1 meter per second. So we get the total distance covered by the particle S3 equals to 1 meter. Now in between 3 second and 4 second, the initial velocity of the particle is 1 meter per second and the final velocity of the particle is 2 meter per second. Now putting the value of u and v in equation v equals to u plus at, we get a equals to 1 meter per second square and the distance covered by the particle s equals to ut plus half at square equals to 3 by 2 meter. So the total distance covered by the particle in 4 seconds is s equals to s1 plus s2 plus s3 plus s4 equals to 3 meter. Thank you for watching this video and please subscribe my channel.